Countries with the highest import tariffs. Number 1. China. China is one of the countries with the highest import tariffs in the world. According to the World Trade Organization, China imposed an average import tariff of 10.3% in 2020, making it one of the highest in the world. However, this rate does vary depending on the goods being imported, as some goods are subject to higher tariffs and some are subject to lower tariffs. For example, agricultural products and a few other goods are subject to higher tariffs, while some consumer products such as electronics are subject to lower tariffs. In addition to import tariffs, the Chinese government also imposes value-added taxes on imported goods, further increasing the cost of imported goods. Number 2. United States. The United States has one of the highest import tariffs in the world. The average U.S. tariff rate is 4.5%, while the average rate among other advanced economies is approximately 1.7%. The U.S. tariff rate is particularly high for certain goods, particularly those imported from China. In 2020, the tariff rate for goods imported from China was 25%. This is significantly higher than the global average of 4.6%. In addition to the 25% tariff rate, the U.S. has also imposed additional tariffs on certain goods from China, particularly those related to national security or intellectual property. In recent years, the U.S. government has also used tariffs as a tool to protect domestic industries from foreign competition. For example, the Trump administration imposed tariffs on steel and aluminum imports from some countries in 2018. The tariffs, which remain in place, are intended to protect U.S. manufacturers from low-cost imports. The U.S. also imposes tariffs on imports from certain countries for specific reasons. For example, the U.S. recently imposed tariffs on solar panel and washing machine imports from China in order to protect domestic manufacturers. The tariffs are designed to protect U.S. companies from unfair competition. Number 3. Japan. Japan has some of the highest import tariffs in the world, reaching as high as 40 to 50% on many products. The high tariffs have been imposed to protect domestic industries, keep out foreign competition, and ensure that Japanese products remain competitive. The tariffs also help to provide a steady stream of income for the Japanese government. The majority of Japanese import tariffs are levied on agricultural products, as well as certain industrial goods. The high import tariffs also apply to luxury items and luxury cars, as well as alcoholic beverages, tobacco and fuel. The Japanese government also imposes high tariffs on electronics, clothing and auto parts, in order to protect their own domestic industries. In recent years, Japan has made efforts to reduce some of these import tariffs in order to foster stronger economic ties with other countries. However, the country maintains a very high level of protectionism against foreign competition, both through import tariffs and other non-tariff barriers. As a result, some foreign countries, such as the United States and the European Union, have taken steps to challenge Japan's protectionist policies. Number 4. Germany. Germany has some of the highest import tariffs in the world. It is a part of the European Union and follows the same import regulations as other countries in the Union. German tariffs are generally much higher than those of other countries in the region, with some categories of imported goods carrying a tariff rate of up to 25%. Certain agricultural products, such as dairy and poultry products, are subject to even higher tariffs. Germany also applies anti-dumping duties on certain imports, which can raise the cost of imported goods even further. For example, the European Union's anti-dumping regulations resulted in a 20% tariff being applied to certain Chinese imports in 2018. Germany is also a signatory to the World Trade Organization, WTO, which sets the standards for international trade and can be used to renegotiate tariffs with trading partners. Number 5. France. France has the fourth highest import tariff rate in the European Union, EU, with an average of 3.9%. Imports from outside the EU are subject to higher tariffs. For example, the average rate of duty is 7.1% for products imported from the United States and 10.1% for products imported from China. These import tariffs are applied on top of a value-added tax, VAT, of 20%. In addition, France applies a variety of non-tariff barriers, such as quantitative restrictions, to protect its domestic industries. A range of other regulatory measures, such as product and safety standards, also apply to imported goods. Finally, France maintains a number of free trade agreements with other countries, including a free trade agreement with Canada and the European Free Trade Association. Number 6. India. India has one of the highest import tariffs in the world. India's average applied most favored nation, MFN, tariff rate is 13.4%, according to the World Bank. This is significantly higher than the global average of 4.3% and the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD, average of 3.8%. India's high rate of tariffs is largely due to its protectionist policies and its attempts to boost its domestic industries. Additionally, India has a number of special tariffs, such as anti-dumping duty, countervailing duty, and safeguard duty, that increase the cost of imports into the country. India's tariffs are also applied unevenly, with certain sectors and industries facing higher tariffs than others. For example, certain agricultural and dairy products have tariffs as high as 100%. Number 7. Italy. Italy has some of the highest import tariffs in the European Union. According to the World Bank, it has an average most favored nation, MFN, tariff rate of 8.2%. This means that on average, goods imported into Italy incur a tariff of 8.2%. Italy's tariffs are higher than the EU average of 6.3%. The country has a wide range of tariff rates, ranging from 0.1% to 30%. In addition, the country charges value-added tax, VAT, on imported goods at a rate of 22%. This is higher than the EU average of 20%. To further complicate matters, it also has a wide range of customs duties and tariffs that may apply depending on the country of origin, type of goods, and other factors. These additional taxes and duties can add significantly to the cost of imported goods. Number 8. Russia. Russia is one of the countries that has the highest import tariffs. According to the World Bank, Russia had an average tariff rate of 7.6% in 2019. This is relatively high in comparison to other developed countries, such as the United States and the United Kingdom, which have average tariff rates of 1.6% and 1.3% respectively. Russia's high tariffs are generally intended to protect local industries and encourage the development of domestic production. In addition to the high tariffs, Russia also has a number of non-tariff barriers, such as quotas and licenses, that increase the cost of importing goods into the country. These non-tariff barriers serve to further protect domestic producers and limit the amount of imported goods that can enter the market. Number 9. South Korea. South Korea has the highest import tariffs in the world, with an average tariff rate of 13.4%. This tariff rate applies to most imported goods, with certain exceptions for items such as fuel and agricultural products. South Korea has been actively pursuing free trade agreements with other countries in an effort to reduce its import tariffs. However, the average tariff rate has remained relatively consistent over the past decade. South Korea's high tariffs are largely designed to protect the domestic industry from foreign competition and to maintain a certain level of economic stability. In addition, South Korea has a number of other measures in place to protect domestic producers, including import quotas and anti-dumping duties. Number 10. Brazil. Brazil is one of the countries with the highest import tariffs in the world. According to the World Bank's most recent data, Brazil's weighted average tariff rate was 11.7% in 2018, up from 10.6% in 2017. This makes Brazil one of the most protectionist economies in the world, behind only India's 18.8% weighted average tariff rate. Brazil's tariffs are especially high on manufactured goods, with an average import duty rate of 15.2%. This is significantly higher than the average rate for other countries in the region, which stands at 8.8%. Brazil's protectionist policies are often criticized for limiting foreign investment, stifling innovation and competition, and artificially boosting prices for consumers. Thanks for watching this video about countries with the highest import tariffs. Be sure to check out our other videos to learn more about unusual curiosities around the world. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.